Hey there, welcome to our channel. Today's topic is all about how much it costs to start a social media marketing agency. Now, starting a social media marketing agency can be a lucrative business venture, but it also requires significant investment of time and money. Also, it used to be. Nowadays, you can get started for literally nothing. There's a free course under here. You can get started for free, 14-day free trial. But there's a few things you will have to think about before you just start going hammer and tongs forward. The cost of starting a social media marketing can vary depending on factors like location, the equipment you need, staffing needs. You won't need any staff if you're just starting out. It's just a solo show. It's just you spending the time, the effort, the nights, just getting things going. And once you get something going and you get your first few clients, then you can start hiring people and outsourcing or insourcing, delegating to people in your team. The repetitive jobs, you start to see the patterns and the repeatable processes which can be passed on to other people, and also you can leverage software and templates and various other things, which we show you in the free course. So let's break down some of the costs you might encounter when starting a social media marketing agency. First, there are costs setting up your business. So when you're just starting out, all you've got is a laptop and an internet connection and your phone. You could set up a business straight off the bat, but you need to see if it's for you. First point, you need to find out who you want to serve, find out what you actually want to do. And it's just setting up a whole business and getting all of that set up first. And then you think, well, I don't actually want to do this a few months later. Then you're going to have to go through, all the other stuff. But if you just start off as self-employed, just get your feet wet, just get yourself in the door. And then once you start getting some regular income and you see it's working and you're happy with it, then register your business and move on from there. Get your bookkeeper, your accountant, all of that stuff. So registering your business, obtaining any necessary licenses and permits, check your state, check your country, just Google it. Setting up a business, see if you need a license to do agency services. Then there's some costs of equipment and software. So equipment wise, you just need your laptop. If you've got a laptop already, you're already set. As long as, if the camera's absolutely terrible, just buy a webcam. You can get some half decent ones for not too much. And then as you earn some money, you can reinvest those funds, better computer, better camera, better microphone, blah, blah, blah. But to start off with, even if the camera's not very good and microphone's average, you're going to be able to get on Zoom, you're going to be able to get on Google Meet, whatever the way. And you probably have a mobile phone, so you can already be calling businesses if you want to do the cold calling route. So software, again, there's a 14-day free trial in the course that we've got underneath this video, so go ahead and check that out. Reliable computer, high-speed internet. So high-speed internet is helpful mainly for your Zoom calls, if you're doing online appointments. If you're going out into the streets and doing face-to-face appointments and calling businesses up, getting appointments booked, then going out to meet them, obviously you don't need the internet connection there. So if your internet connection is terrible, I'd recommend doing that. Calling businesses up, doing the cold calling route, getting your hours in, getting those sales conversations going, getting used to speaking to people, articulating your offer, whatever your offer is, which is something we can get into in another video. And software tools, you only really need one software tool. Again, it's in the course underneath, and you can do social media accounts through it, text, calls, calendar, all of that stuff. It's all in one place. Super, super helpful. It's like a collection of apps, if you like, in one, small place. And it's a free trial. Okay, and we're going to talk about hiring people now. So I'd only really think about hiring people once you are fully at capacity, or at least 60% capacity. If you feel like, you're earning 5K a month and your bills are like 1K and you've got this 3-4K to play around with, then, you could easily hire out some of the menial tasks. You can go abroad and get some cheap VAs, $2, $3, $4, $5 an hour, and outsource the non-client facing stuff, which you could easily write a quick checklist of stuff you need to do and send it to them, and then be on Zoom every day with them and just double check they're doing everything, get the Trello boards ready, making sure everything's working. The software that we use, you can add your teammates in there and your colleagues, and so then it's all managed under one place, very easy. And then as you get more established, hiring a sales rep someone to take those sales calls, to book people in, to take payment, blah, blah, blah. You need a slightly higher skilled worker because sales, it's a learned skill. So they need very high level of English if you're an English speaking country. Understanding of contracts and the processes and everything that you're doing. So then once you've got some operations with your VAs, the $2, $3, $4, $5 VAs, and you've got a sales rep, then you can just manage the overall business and hire more sales reps, team leaders, account reps, all of that kind of stuff. So then you can, look at the business from a higher point. But only do it when it makes sense. So team aside, you're just you, self-employed, you're not worrying about, register yourself as self-employed, obviously. That's completely free. You don't need to set up a business straight away. Again, it's not legal advice. Check with your local state, your local laws and things like that. But that's what I did, and I feel like that's a sensible stepping stone towards, setting up a business and filing your taxes in that respect. Self-employed, it's a little bit easier. A little bit more straightforward, and you don't need an accountant. Obviously do your research, but double check. So team aside, self-employed, you're getting things going, you've got the free course of software, and then next you're going to talk about advertising, how you're going to get out there. So there's lots of free ways: cold calling, I mentioned before, cold emailing. Obviously the personal touch is always better. You can speak to them, see what comes back at you. You need to see what questions they ask, how much confidence they have in you. And even the best salespeople, they know it's just a numbers game. If you call 100 people, a certain amount of those will want to book a call with you if it's the offer, if your offer is really good. If you're complete amateur, you might just have to keep, calling and get a little sheet together, a little sales script, and test out and see what actually works. Keep testing. If you feel like one bit works, you keep that bit and then keep revising your script until you've got something where 20% of the time you're booking appointments. So then out of 100 calls, you get 20 appointments, something like that. That'd be incredible. 10 appointments every 100 is really good as well. So you can do the cold calling. Cold emailing, you're gonna have to email more because it's not as personal, that you're just getting a random email from a random person. There's no know and trust ability. So then you're going to have to send more. We send about 200 and we get a call booked, which I think is pretty good. But again, it's a numbers game. If we send 1,000 emails, you will get at least one call, unless it's just badly worded email and it makes no sense. But if you know your target audience and you've got a clear offer, then it'll be work fine. The other way is doing looms. Which essentially means, visiting someone's website, doing a loom, live loom, or video recording, screen recording, and just say, if they've got a terrible website, just pointing out how you could help them, make it better so they can get more clients or whatever their dream outcome is. Let's just say it's a local insurance company. They're, it looks terrible. They've got no social media. They've got nothing going on. Then you could say, I can help you get more clients, more deals by fixing up your website and setting up your socials and posting and content marketing, things like that. Once you send that video over to them, nicely worded email, ping. Once you've done that a number of times, eventually someone's going to watch that and be like, oh, ears pricked up, this person seems to know what they're talking about, let's book a call. So lots of ways to do it. Finding really, I live in London, so London's quite a competitive market. A lot of the local businesses have, quite well-established websites and things like that, but there's definitely still lots that don't. And some people just don't even have a website. Some people don't even have a Google My Business listing. All very simple things to set up. And if you don't know how to do it, just go on YouTube. There's lots of tutorials, very, very simple. And so if you send a Loom video over and say, I can set this up for you, it's very easy, then that's just your foot in the door. You can even say, I'll do this for free, get them on the call, get chatting, do them a favor. Then you've built that trust and reliability that you know what you're talking about, and then you can talk about other services that you could offer them. So there's lots of ways to do it. You can do paid advertising as well, Facebook ads, TikTok ads, Google ads, etc. There's lots of things to do. So in general, the cost of starting the social media marketing agency is just mainly time. So back in the day, you used to have to get an office. You used to have a sign in front of the door. In the high street, you'd have to sign a lease. You'd have to have a business set up. You'd have to have all these thousands of dollars of cost, thousands of pounds. But nowadays, you can just open your laptop, go on the internet, jump into this free course, get the free software, and you can get started for free, essentially. And it just takes your time and effort to be willing to learn and grow into the skill, so that you can, live the life you want, financial freedom that you want eventually. But you're going to have to go through some bumps. You're going to have to climb some mountains. You're going to have to get, your sales skills, marketing skills, just get going. But you can learn on the job. The one thing about school is that you learn from textbooks, you do essays, you do exams. There's lots of great things there. Organizing, researching, learning, memorizing different bits of information. But when you're in the real world, you have to actually, sometimes you'll put effort in and effort won't, the result won't come out. And so you have to keep testing until you find something that works. And look at the stats and keep growing, learning, buying courses, investing in masterminds, jumping into different groups, asking questions, finding out what's going on, what other people are doing. You could get yourself overwhelmed, but just find a simple channel. Again, free course might help, but it's totally up to you. So thanks for watching. I hope you found this video useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more information or videos like this one. Leave a comment down below if you've got any questions. I'd be happy to answer them. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye.